Megalyn Echikunwoke, how is it to play the first sexual scene of the show? Well, I'm assuming you mean last season.
Because there's one in season 1 with Brooke and Patrick. Sexual.
So maybe this first sexual scene of the show for this season? Maybe?
Or for your character?
For my character? Well, all of my sexual scenes were really enjoyable because I have hot co-stars. And
That's such a hard job, really.
And, you know, it's really easy. It's not like you were really naked or anything like that.
I think you probably had more partners.
I've had a lot.
On this show
Isabel's been a little bit promiscuous.
I mean, only 2 people, though, right? That's more than anybody else.
Yeah, just
Patty
2.
and you.
And me, but...
Yeah.
Nobody else?
I think you're the only one who's been with... Oh, no, I don't know.
Not Matthew Ross.
Well, Joel's had 2. You and Karina.
Anyways, yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Actually, well, I won't tell this story. It's not a good story to tell. First season. Last season. Can't tell you, sorry.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Foot's mom, Cass, how long does it take you to film an entire season? And what do you want to do? What do you do when you're not working on the show?
It takes 5 months.
5 months.
Yeah.
We shoot 1 episode in 8 days, 8 business days. So it's like, what, 5, 6 pages a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 pages.
13 episodes, yeah.
And most of us come back to LA, don't we?
Yeah.
Or we're not.
Yeah.
But Vancouver's also nice to just hang out and do things too, like go to Whistler or whatever.
Yeah.
What movies did you watch while you guys were growing up? Cass 88, 79. I watched like Neverending Story.
Yeah, my dog looks like
Labyrinth.
the dragon on the Neverending Story.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
And you know that they come in white?
Those dogs?
Spinner
Really?
comes in white.
Oh.
And when you see a white one, it's identical
Wow.
to that dog.
That's
Pretty
probably where they got the inspiration for it.
Maybe. In France, they call Neverending Story Infinite.
Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Infinite. What else? What did you guys watch?
I was a big fan of Edward Scissorhands. It's kind of one of the reasons I became an actor. I want to be part of that magical world. And I had a big crush on Winona Ryder, so...
Legend.
Every
That
guy
was a
did.
really big movie for me.
Sound of Music was my first movie, and I'm still my favorite movie of all time.
Flight of the Navigator was one of my favorite movies. Did you guys ever see that?
Wow.
Flight of the Navigator.
Bloodsport, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Terms of Endearment was my first cathartic movie. Sobbing.
In front of the TV.
Yeah.
Speaking of heroes, your thoughts on
That
that?
show. I haven't watched that show. All I know is that we were
All we know is that
heroes.
it was definitely 100% stolen.
From us.
Just say it.
Pretty much.
Just say it.
It was because we were actually at Comic-Con. I was with Ira, and one of the producers of Heroes came up. Should I be saying this? Well, anyway. We know.
Next question. Oh, what is the hardest part about acting in this show?
And what is the most fun?
I think one of the hardest parts about acting in the show is actually, no, never mind.
It's only it's only really the technical side that's hard.
Well, sometimes when you're doing sci-fi, it can be tricky because some of the ideas are so sort of fantastical and the reality is so heightened that you sort of go, well, how do you deal with that and make it real, you know? That's challenging. How do you take, like, science fiction and make it really believable?
Yeah, it's true.
Can sometimes be really tricky.
And I think part of it, too, is, I mean, often it's written for plot, you know? I mean, it's written, like, this happens, that happens, that happens, and trying to put some kind of character arc, you know, in. I mean, I think these guys write character, you know, really well over the course of a season, you know, but, you know, the episode is usually more plot-oriented. So it's, I think, just trying to find, you know, the specificity as to who your character is. And also, I think the genre can be difficult because it's, you can't necessarily do a lot of business, you can't necessarily be doing a lot of stuff because it distracts from, you know, the emotional life that is supposed to be the focus, you know. So I find that hard because I always want to like be doing something, or I always want to like bring a little comedy in or something, and it's just doesn't have a place for it.
No.
So
Yes,
you can't really do
it's
that.
very serious sometimes.
Yeah.
when you-
Yeah,
Because all the funny stuff is cut out.
yeah.
You do
It's not wanted.
watch, and
It's not
that's
wanted.
there.
Yeah. And what is the most fun?
I think it's the people.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's the laughing
off.
around and the just really laughing too much. It's fun. I mean, I really find it fun. It's a fun. It's not. It doesn't have a lot of pressure. You don't feel like it's like do or die, do you? When you're on set, like you don't. I mean, some shows I've been on, it's been insane
Yeah.
pressure, and you're kind of scared, and
Yeah.
and am I doing okay, and whatever. But they really make you feel
cool.
relaxed, which is half of it.
That's so true. Yeah, so true.
What
I think we missed one. Nat 487. Oh,
What do you hope viewers take away from watching the show? I hope that people think about the ideas, because a lot of the issues that we deal with on the show are sort of
Well, they're
parallel. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of parallels between the show and the things that we deal with in our lives now, like war
and like prejudice, like people with abilities, the
Exactly.
4,400 are treated like the disenfranchised, and how do we react to those people in
Yeah.
the world, and how you really shouldn't be prejudiced against people who have a difference for whatever reason that is. I think the show is
Yeah.
largely about that.
It's
feeling.
sort of like a microcosm
Yeah.
for what we're really dealing with in real life.
Yeah, because we are too prejudiced against people for whatever reason, and really the show is about acceptance, and acceptance is what we should work on for the world.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Guys, do you communicate with your fans through sites like MySpace, like Jackie McKenzie does sometimes?
I don't.
No, I don't have a MySpace.
Neither do I.
I do fan mail. I reply to fan mail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
write to us. Old
Write
school
to
style.
us. Yeah. Okay, guys, a lot of us fans want to see a war.
But we know there's
Money
issues.
issues.
So my question is, if you had to choose between a 5th season or a movie with a $30 million budget, what would you prefer?
The $30 million budget would be cool.
Like a movie for the show.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I get it. Okay. Any movie? Okay.
No, like a 4,400 movie, I guess
Right.
that means.
I'd want to do
Yeah.
a movie.
We would want to do the 4,400 movie, yeah.
Absolutely.
But I think what he's saying is between the 5th season or a different $30 million budget movie.
I'm not really sure.
No, he
I
says
think
there's
it's-
a money issue.
I think he's talking about the
So
about
my
the war.
question is,
right?
if you have to
The
choose
war,
between,
like,
yeah,
I'd go
or
for
a movie,
because then you
I'd
could do
go for
something
the
completely
movie.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like X-Men.
Movie
but
for sure.
better.
And I think Scott Peters should direct it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little more insight to Sunday's episode?
Heck no.
Only what we said before, which is that every character in the show is changed
A lot
after
of stuff
Sunday.
goes down. Yeah.
And they're changed forever. And nothing will be the same. Not at NTAC, not at Promise City, not anywhere. Nothing will be as it was before.